$130 billion. That's how big India's dairy industry is. And there is one player that dominates it. Anand Milk Union Limited, commonly known as Amul. With a 66% market share in India's cheese market, 75% in milk and over 85% in butter, Amul is not only India's biggest dairy company, it is also the world's strongest food and dairy brand. What also makes Amul very unique is that unlike a typical company, it is not majorly owned by a family or a group of individuals. It is owned collectively and equally by 36 lakh or 3.6 million Gujarati dairy farmers spread over 13,000 villages. Welcome back to another video of our channel and to our 13th business case study. In this video, let us uncover the story of Amul, the 3 business strategies behind their success, their unprecedented bet during COVID, and what the future holds for them. Today, India is the largest milk producer in the world. But this was not the case at the time of independence. Back then, we were a milk deficit country. We did not even produce enough milk to meet our own needs, and we had to import it. Back then, the dairy industry was too riddled with the same problems as the rest of our agricultural sector. Dairy producers were forced to sell their milk to middlemen. Then these middlemen would sell it to contractors who owned the pasteurization facilities. This milk was then pasteurized and sold in the market. What about the dairy farmers? Well, they were left with close to nothing. They made little to no money. However, the wind of change started in the Kaira district of Gujarat. In 1946, dairy farmers in the Kaira district, with the support of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, went on a strike. They refused to sell their milk to middlemen, and they further went ahead and they bought their own pasteurization facility under the name of Kaira District Cooperative Milk Producers Union Limited. Slowly, this movement spread beyond Kaira to other parts of Gujarat. However, instead of forming their own unions or cooperatives, they joined hands. They became a part of the Kaira Cooperative. The Kaira Cooperative collectively supplied milk to Mumbai and other parts of Maharashtra and Gujarat. By 1956, the Kaira Cooperative's milk production was bigger and it needed a bigger market. They were ready to sell their products all across India. This is when they realized the need of branding and marketing, and this is how Amul was born. Amul comes from the Sanskrit word Amulya, which means priceless. Amul also stands for Anand Milk Union Limited. Why Anand? Because Kaira district later was divided into 2 parts, and the southern part was called Anand. Anand, by the way, if you Google it, is also the milk capital of the world. With an established brand, Amul began selling its milk all over the country. They gradually moved from milk to other dairy products such as cheese, buttermilk, and so on. Today, Amul comprises of over 3.6 million dairy farmers of Gujarat spread over 13,000 villages. A big reason for the success of Amul has been the protectionist measures imposed by Prime Minister Nehru. Under Prime Minister Nehru, the dairy sector was reserved for cooperatives and private players were not allowed to enter it. This went ahead all the way till 1991, and this was one of the big reasons for Amul's success. But here are 3 other business strategies that really helped them grow. The first one is product differentiation. Amul has adopted a very well-rounded approach towards product differentiation. They have tried to create products for almost every segment of the Indian customer. Their products can broadly be divided into 3 categories. Products of everyday use such as milk, butter, curd, and ghee. Secondly, convenience products like their ready-to-eat pizzas and beverages like Amul Cool. And thirdly, their premium products such as premium chocolates, ice creams, flavored cheese, and spreads. They are trying to serve both the urban customer with products like lactose-free milk and flavored cheese and spreads, and also the rural customer with traditional products like ghee. It is also imperative to note that one trend that Amul is betting very heavily on is the shift from purchasing loose and unpackaged milk to purchasing packaged and branded milk by players such as Amul. We'll be talking about this in more detail going further in this video. So now coming to how Amul sells their products. And here is where we come to our second strategy, a robust distribution network. Amul has over 10,000 distributors and its products are sold in nearly 1 million different retail outlets. This way, Amul has made sure that its products are accessible all across India, from small kirana stores to supermarkets and even the remotest areas of the country. Further, its cold chain infrastructure maintains the quality of perishable products like milk and ice cream. A strong distribution network, by the way, also acts like a great means of marketing. Whenever and wherever you go, you're sure to see Amul's products, and this way they've registered themselves as a brand in your head. Now coming to the third strategy, digital transformation. Not only has Amul used digital transformation in terms of digital marketing and becoming available on e-commerce platforms like Amazon, Flipkart, Swiggy and Zepto, they've also gone a step further. Amul partnered with IBM to deploy artificial intelligence and IoT-based monitoring technologies. Here is how they work. Amul leverages AI-powered demand forecasting models to manage its production and supply chain more effectively. By analyzing past sales data and market trends, Amul can predict the demand of their products and in turn reduce wastage and stockouts. Amul also uses IoT-based cold chain monitoring systems to track temperatures in real time, ensuring that the quality of products like milk, ice cream and curd remain intact during transportation. Now, in the recent times, Amul has done something very interesting. In 2020, when the COVID-19 pandemic hit, the demand for milk from the B2B industry, which is the HoReCa industry, hotels, restaurants and cafes, had gone to zero. At this point in time, other milk producers began decreasing their milk production. However, Amul went the other way around. They predicted that the demand for milk will increase because of an increase in demand from households. In preparation for this, Amul secured exclusive deals with Swiggy and Zomato to sell their butter, paneer and milkshakes. Further, while most companies were cutting their marketing expenses, Amul increased it multifold. But did this work? Drum roll please. Yes, it did. The demand for cottage cheese or paneer increased 40%. The demand for cheese increased 80% and the demand for condensed milk increased over 100%. Just as Amul had predicted, the demand of milk products from households increased by a lot. Further, there was also a shift in trend. A shift from buying loose and unpackaged milk to buying packaged and branded milk, something that Amul had been preparing for decades. Here is what Amul's managing director, Jayan Mehta, says about this. Even if 5% of Indians shift from loose and unpackaged to packaged and branded milk, India can add one more Amul every year in the domestic market. If you want to know more about Amul's strategy during COVID, I really recommend you watch this video by Think School. Anyway, so now coming to Amul's future plans. Amul now plans to expand into other product categories. One such area of focus is high protein products. India currently imports protein products worth between 10,000 crores to 15,000 crores annually. Amul already sells buttermilk, but they now plan to introduce even more high protein products like high protein yogurt, shakes, milk, chocolates, cookies, ice cream, amongst others. Further, organic food products is another area that Amul is really focusing on. The company is expanding into organic atta, pulses, rice, organic spices, sugar, tea, amongst others. Here is the vision for Amul that Jayan Mehta, their managing director, has shared. The idea is to have nearly every item found in a customer's kitchen available in an organic form under the brand name of Amul. So basically, going forward, Amul wants to become an FMCG company with products across categories. It does not want to be just a dairy company anymore. But will they be as successful in this market as they have been with dairy? Well, only time will tell. For now, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it useful. We post such business case studies every week, so do stay tuned for more. And as always, thank you so much for watching.